Hey, hello. I'm doing fine. How about yourself? Oh, thank you so much for the invitation, really. Uh, that is a tricky question. And I was working in London, and in my spare time, one day I decided to watch a Battletoads if it's possible to beat in two games. So I found out a task video, but somehow those task videos sent me, in YouTube, sent me to a speed run, and I was like, what is this? And then I noticed that it was live, and I think it was Cosmo, a Zelda speedrun. And then I just click in the link that they put there to watch live, and he was doing a stream live. And then I was like, man, is this real happening for live? It was a shock to me. That was back in 2012. Yeah, in the middle of the year 2012, and I was really shocked. Then I started watching Siglemic and Josh the Fun Dog playing Super Mario 64 and Super Castlevania, and it was awesome. And inside of me, I was thinking, man, I really would like to do this as well. So that is how I got like my first contact with the speedrunning live world, I would say.
I think that's pretty true for a lot of people. I know a lot of people. Cosmo was the first one that I saw as well at one of the AGDQ runs,
Mhm.
his Ocarina of Time run. And a lot of people have echoed that same start of. I just kind of was looking around the internet and found somebody playing a game really fast, and then it looked like a lot of fun, so I tried it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it becomes really addictive after.
Well, yeah, once you do a couple strats, and it's like, wow, that's a lot different than I've been playing this game for 20 years. It's a lot more fun, I think, this way.
Yeah, that is true. So that was my first contact with speedrunning, but there is also another thing I would like to mention. Uh, I was amazed about that Speedruns Live website or team in Twitch because there was not only speedrunning going on there, it was also live races. So that is a thing I always wanted to do somehow. I mean, I didn't knew it existed, but once I found out, I become really addictive at that. I was just doing Super Mario World races, Mario Bros. 3, Mario Bros. 1. Any race that it was like a game that it was interesting to me, I was joining the races, and it is pretty fun, and you meet really great people.
Well, definitely, there's a lot of good people in the community, and
Yeah.
you're one of the pillars of the community at this point with all the different things that you've done.
Thank you
Not
so much.
only Contra speedruns and Battletoads and Mario's, and now, I mean, your big thing that you've been doing lately, NES Mania. How did that get started?
Well, I I mean, there's one thing I should explain before. I don't like playing games casually. I really don't. I think it's boring, but I like really challenging goals normally. So that is how I mean, I was tired of speedrunning a little bit because I was just like speedrunning so intense Castlevania 4, and it was like 6 7 hours a day, and I just got tired of the same game, and I needed a break. Then I was thinking, what can I do for a break? And somehow suddenly, the light in the brain like just came to my mind, and yeah, just NES was my first console, so I always have like a sentimental value for NES console and NES games. So I was like, let's try to beat the NES games. Just I didn't tell how hard that will be or how long it will be. Just it was something like, oh yeah, let's just try to beat them. But man, I have beaten so far 200 games, and I mean plus 200 games, and it has been quite a journey. Almost 1 year after I started, and yeah, it just has been a long time and not so many games. But
Right.
that is because the way I'm playing the games, which is legit. not using any emulator like resource to speed up the game or to make easier the game. I mean, whenever I do the full run of the game, I just play it from power on to till I beat it legit. And yeah, that is all about NES Mania, and that is why a lot of people is sticking to NES Mania, because some of the games in the NES are extremely hard, as you know, extremely hard. Like Qbert, there's only record of 3 people beating that game.
Yeah, I've noticed it's always interesting when I get to work in the morning. One of the first things I do is I go on Twitch and I look at the videos to see
Uh-huh.
what people have put up from the night before, because a lot of people stream in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And, some days I'll see 0 videos from you, or I'll see, 4 or 5 videos from you, meaning that you did a lot of quick little games, or you were doing a game like, what was the one I'm thinking of? Ultima, that took, what did that take,
Oh,
like 250 hours or something like that?
no, Ultima took me 39 hours.
Whew.
Ultima 3. Yeah, Exodus. That surprisingly hasn't been the longest game in NES Mania, but there is. Yeah, it is quite hard, and it is not only about beating games. There is a back part behind this mania, which is like editing the videos, making the highlights. So it just keep. I mean, there is like a track of all the project I'm doing itself. So I'm putting all the videos on the highlights in Twitch, and also I'm putting editing all the videos for YouTube to put them there, and that really takes time. So what I normally do, I just wait until there is a couple of runs, and then I just bam, I just do the highlights of all of them. That is why sometimes
Right.
you see 5 runs in a row, and sometimes you don't see anything there in the highlights. But definitely, all of them are really cool and worth to watch. All of them.
I think that's going to be, it's a lot of people say that I do a lot of videos and a lot of YouTube stuff, and I record all that, for almost like the purpose of, yeah, I'm going to watch this when I'm, 40 years old, or when I'm not really doing this type of thing anymore. I think the fact that you're going to have a complete video playthrough collection of every Nintendo game made, that's going to be a very cool thing to have for the rest of your life.
Yeah, yeah. The concept of Netmania is just beating all the licensed NES games, which were released in Europe and USA. I don't play the Japanese in particular because I don't know Japanese myself, and there's a lot of RPGs which will be pretty hard for me to beat them. That is the reason I don't play them. But yeah, while you're saying that what will be left, yeah, it will be some history made, and it will be really amazing to watch those videos like later on in the future. Even I don't know if my kids will be proud of me or will want to cry when they will watch that maybe one day. Of course, I'm talking just in the future, but 20 years from now, who knows what's gonna happen? But definitely, I want to beat the NES Mania. I think it's just amazing. The project itself like took a really nice shape, and it was very well accepted by the communities. Unfortunately, I was not able to be in the Speedrun Live channel anymore with my project. And yes, somehow right now it is a little bit hard to get like new people into watching Nesmania, because when you're in Speedruns Live, there's a lot of random people that is joining, and they just start to watch like, hey, who's this guy, and boom.
Right.
But right now, like I still have that. I'm a team of Speedruns Live, but in the Speedruns Live website itself, it doesn't show up, and that's a big minus for Nesmania, but a lot of people has been spreading the word about Nesmania. Even I got an interview from screwattack.com, and yeah, that is a really big website, I would say, gaming website. So this project really has interested a lot of people, and a lot of people right after I started to do its own mania things, like SNES Mania, Game Gear, Master System, Game Boy Mania, a lot of things that I will call they're like ripoff of my project, but still they're interesting. I mean, if you love those consoles, so definitely you should watch them. So
Well, it's always interesting, especially, what's different in the world today is that coming up with a new idea that's a fresh idea that nobody's really ever done like before is almost impossible.
yeah, it's almost impossible. That is true, and somehow I had that idea, and wow, man, I'm just really glad that, and I still don't understand how nobody took that idea because it looks so simple. Oh yeah, let's just beat all the NES games. Simple as that, and
I
I
think
mean,
people were scared of that kind of time commitment.
I assume that that is one of the reasons. And yeah, with today's tools, I'm able to offer this project for the people to watch it live, so they can be part of it, not only watching me. Oh yeah, this guy plays really amazing games, and that's it. No, the people can interact in the chat, and also there is some custom cover art, some custom songs, and a lot of stuff that the people has done for NES Mania and for my channel that I feel like there is already like a community. I don't know how to call it, the Mexican community or
The Mexican wave.
yeah. I mean, I call the Mexican wave, but that is mainly for subscribers. But yeah, in general, yeah, the all the people that is sticking to my channel, definitely we're like community. And since the NES is it was released like in 1984 or something like that, so there is a lot of people who watch NES games. They're probably in the 30 years old, and that is why I kind of my chat in specific is not like so contaminated with like the useless emotes that people post and some annoying comments. I think how do you call the atmosphere in the chat is really nice and
Yeah,
makes you
your
enjoy a
channel
lot.
is a lot cleaner than I guess a lot of the bigger channels I've been in. You don't have the quote unquote cancerous chat like a Siglemic has or a Cosmo has. I mean, I've seen you with 800-900 viewers in your channel, and nobody's getting banned. There's nobody getting timed out. There really isn't anything nasty going on, and that's a really cool thing to see. That means that people are respecting what you do, and that all the people there are there to watch you. They're not there just to cause problems or anything like that. And that's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, that is definitely a big thing.
So let's see what's coming up in the future. SGDQ, are you planning on attending?
For me, attending to those speedrunning events is very hard because at home, I'm the only one who's taking care of my mom. I have to. I mean, she's in a critical situation. She had polykidney disease, and I think, yeah, chronic kidney disease. That's what she has, and I mean that's the proper name in English. It's hard for me because I'm used to Spanish. But I have to take it 3 times a week to the clinic, so to hemodialysis, so her blood gets like clean,
Right.
and the health service here in Mexico as well. Every single time I have to take her to the clinic, I need to do a lot of paperwork like the day before, and it is very hard for me. And attending to those events is not about the money, like going there because maybe I can afford it. The problem is that I need to leave somebody here to take care of my mom, and not when it's not a family member, it's very hard that they will take care of your mom the way you will do it. And
Right.
since
Yeah, I
she's
can
in a really
understand
critical
that.
situation, every single time I mean, her life is at risk. So that that is not nice if happened to any one of you, really. But it happened to me, and I need to respond for my mother. So that's why if I go to an event, I only go to HGDQ, despite of really wanted to go to some events that are here in Mexico, some others that are in like ESA in Europe. So there's a lot of events that I really would like to go, but unfortunately my situation is pretty hard, and I cannot even if I would like to. It's just hard for me.
Well, I think our viewers can appreciate that. We've had a couple people on here that that literally are supporting their families through streaming and through what they're doing, and really can't attend that type of stuff because they can't, you can't be gone from home for that long,
Yeah.
without somebody to take care of it. So I mean, that's very commendable that's that's a good reason for that. I don't think anybody's gonna fault you for that.
No, yes, I know, and even if they start some rumors, comments or something, I don't care, the family is a family, and I'm here for them.
Exactly. That's family's more important than video games. I can agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
So, I mean, normally at this point, I'll ask about what the future holds for you. I think I know most of that answer, seeing you got about 550 Nintendo games left to beat. But is there anything in the pipeline that you want to let everybody know about that's coming up?
Yeah, there is actually something really important. I not only used to do speedruns, I not only do a big project called NES Mania or NES Mania. I'm actually starting to do some music with my brother, and we're like playing old songs. I mean, old songs, all the Nintendo songs. Like we got our first like studio music, which is a Proto Man theme from Mega Man 3. So we're gonna start working on a lot of NES songs, a professional studio music. I can give you the links after, so people can listen and share the music and just use it whenever they want. So yeah, there's a big project coming up, which is the Mexican Brothers music. That is something I'm doing with my brother, and it's gonna be awesome. I play the flute as well, so my brother plays guitar. He has very good recording experience, so the music is gonna be awesome. Not only flute, guitar, also bass and drums, and a lot of required sounds that we have to put into the songs. But it's gonna be awesome.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, send me some links on Skype. I'll make sure they get onto the YouTube listing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I'll definitely be in your channel, and we'll promote this video. That'll get some more of this information out there for your viewers, and hopefully maybe draw on a couple more for you.
Yep.
So that, I mean, that's pretty much all we got. You got anybody you want to shout out to, or let everybody know where to find you?
Yeah, at the moment the people can find me live in twitch.tv/ TheMexicanRunner, and you can find me as well on YouTube. I'm not sure exactly of the address, which is youtube.com/ TheMexicanRunner SRL. That is my YouTube address, and you can find me as well in Twitter. Follow me there. That is twitter.com/ the Mexican Runner with only one N in Twitter because of the character restriction. Was only able to put 15. So yeah, you can find me in those places at the moment. Later on, I will be making a website, so that will be like the main thing. To link everybody in one place.
Definitely, yeah. It gets harder as you get bigger and bigger, and you have Twitters and Facebooks and YouTubes and Twitch and a million other things. That's a good idea. That'll centralize everything for you.
Yeah, I think everything is just to reach more people, I guess. I mean, when I started speedrunning, I was never using the social media at all. Oh, I mean, I was only doing streams in Twitch, but later on, the people started to ask me, and I started to realize, yeah, there's something else going behind just streaming. A lot of people is asking questions and other stuff, and Yeah, and exactly in the social media, the people can, just enter in contact as well with you. Or you can find other people, like not people exactly from Twitch, like in YouTube. There's some people who has come to my channel just because they randomly found a video of me.
Well, that makes sense, definitely. Well, everybody, you heard it here first. This is the Gold Split with the Mexican Runner. It was an awesome interview, man. I appreciate it.
No, thank you so much for the interview, and I hope you guys like it. And yeah, remember to watch me live in NES Mania, the challenge to beat all the NES games.
There you go, guys. Check him out. He said twitch.tv/TheMexicanRunner. You can find us at twitch.tv/Lzuruha. And you'll see this on YouTube and on our Facebook. Follow our links, follow TMR's links, and we will see you guys later.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye, guys.